Okay, in this video what I'm going to show you is how to relink so that we move the holdings that are on record number 1 to record number 2. And record number 2, as you see, has the purchase order line. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click Edit Record on the one that has the purchase order line. And then we're going to create holdings for this record. We're going to click Add Holding. And so I'm going to click Open Form Editor, and this book is going to Hightower. And the permanent location is General Collection. I'm going to click on Save and Release Record and go back to the previous screen. And alright, and so now that we created the holding record, the next thing you want to do is you want to get the holding record ID, and it's always going to start with 2224 and end with 2953. So we're going to copy and paste that, and I'm going to open this up and put this in a text file. So I have that. We're going to go back to the first record. Let's see. Trying to save it. I can't even tell if I'm recording or not because I can't get the... Oh, okay. Alright, and so at this point, I think what you want to do is click on the holdings link of the item that's going to be receiving the holdings. So we're going to, on number 2, the one that has the purchase order line, we're clicking holdings, and then we're going to click relink, and we're going to click on the network button, and alright, and we're gonna, what we need to do first is actually I'm going to back up and I'm going to get the MMSID number from the first record. And now that I have that, then I'm going to click holdings and relink, and I'm going to click on the network zone, and I'm going to paste the MMSID number in any field and click search. Okay, and that doesn't work, so actually what we're going to try to do, we're going to go back to record number 2 and click holdings, relink, and we're going to take the holding ID of the first record and put that in and click search. Except I want to alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to enter that holdings ID where it says any field and click on search. Oh, and what I meant to do first was click on the network link instead of institution. So I'm going to paste that there, click OK. Apparently, okay, what I need to do, okay, they're already both in the institution zone already, because we know they're in there and they're linked. So yeah, I'm going to click on institution, and then we're going to click Relink. It says the holding is currently linked to the selected record. Please select a different record in order to relink. Okay, let's take the first record and click on Holdings for it. And then we're going to click on Relink. And I'm in the institution zone. And I'm going to type in the title. Okay, and I have, you'll see I have two options. I have number 1 and number 2. And I'm going to select the second one and click Relink. It won't let me link to that one, so I'm going to click number 1. It says matches found, records will be merged, and original data may be lost, so we're going to click on yes. And I got an error message saying the holding for this title at this location already exists. So let's go back and take a look at the previous page. So what happened here was it did move the holdings to record number 2 and took them off number 1, but it added an extra holding on number 2. So I'm going to delete the first record. Let's see, by going to Edit Record, File, Delete Record. It doesn't want me to do that. No. And I am in the institution zone, but I can't delete the record from there. So we won't worry about that for now. We're going to click on Holdings. The holding that has no items attached to it, we're going to delete that one. Let's see. Okay, we're going to click on the box and then click Delete Holdings. Now we have just one holding for the item that has the purchase order line, and we still need to get rid of the top one. Alright, so this top record is linked to the network zone, and we don't have any holdings or items attached to it because we just moved. So we need to unlink this from the network zone, I think. Let's go to Edit Record and File, and I'm going to click on Copy to Catalog, and I'm going to click on Delete Record. And it says I'm about to delete the bibliographic title, so I'm going to click Yes. And I don't get an option to ask me whether or not I want to delete the holdings or items because there weren't any. So that should leave us with just one record for STEM roadmap in our institution zone. So here it is, and our holdings are now on the record that had the purchase order line. And so that's how you relink the holdings.